This CNN podcast is brought to you by Cisco. Welcome to a brand new day. Welcome to the Human Network, Cisco.
Welcome to the CNN Baghdad Bureau. This is where we work, and every story starts right here. We always have to grab our flak jackets, anything that we work on, and if we're going out into the battlefield, we've got helmets. And then also here in the Bureau, we've got a map of Baghdad. Can't show you all the specifics, but that's how we know how we're getting around and our exact locations. These are all our desks where we work out of. And a lot of people ask about our phone system. Yes, our phones go directly into Atlanta via our satellites. These are where all our producers are, our bureau chief, working stories on a daily basis. And believe it or not, we usually never sleep. We get up really early and work very late into the night. And then there's a 7-hour time difference, so that adds to it. And then finally, 5 years into the war, we finally got our flat screen TVs. We monitor all the local stations, and of course, CNN is up on top. And this is our edit bay and feed point. Sarmad, one of my favorite Iraqi shooters and editors. He and I today are working on a piece with Iraqi soldiers for the first time. They spoke to us about the U.S. elections, unfettered, uncensored. It's a great piece, and this is where Sarmad works on all of that when we come back after a shoot. And then over here, my producer Isabel, this is where she works all our live shots. This is where we bring in all our feeds. We monitor our press conferences. This is how she talks to me. We'll go upstairs in a minute where you see where I stand actually and do the live shots, but this is how she communicates with Atlanta. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, we can always get up live. Now when I have to do a live shot, I actually come down from the newsroom up here to the roof where our live location is. It's very secure too. We have a lot of security around our compound. You can see the barbed wire that also surrounds our building up here. Safety, of course, is number one, especially when we're coming outside. Let me take you now to our live box. It's not far from where you come up from the roof. This is the outside of it right here. Every time we do a live shot, we always say, okay, we're going to the box.
And our Kyra Phillips on special assignment in Baghdad.
And here we are inside our live location. You can actually hear the helicopters. They come by on a regular basis. There he goes right there, Sarmad. And from the medical choppers to the mosque, talk about two totally different worlds. You can see it from our backdrop there. You actually see the helicopters flying over it every day. Right now they're having morning prayer, so you kind of get a feel for the two different worlds, the U.S. military and also the Iraqi culture. Back here inside the box where we do our live shots, you can see our satellite dish. That's how we get, obviously, from here across the world with our live shots. And this is our kitchen. This is where it all happens with regard to eating. One of the biggest challenges has been getting the cooks not to use Crisco oil. We've come a long way. We actually do get fresh produce, as you can see. When we get home, we're always very happy not to have chicken and rice anymore. Even though we love the chicken and rice, it's nice to have a steak when we get back to the States. And this is where we eat. And the most popular thing in here, the tea kettle. Iraqi tea, chai as they call it. This is basically where we relax, we eat, we talk about the day, and we move on to the next thing. And can't forget bottled water, an essential here in Baghdad. Okay, I have to work on my punch. We need to play the Rocky Balboa music. But seriously, this is one way that we relieve stress. Here's another way. I'm gonna take you to the other spot. From the punching bag to the gym, this is where we really relax. Thanks to Pierre, our bureau chief, Stairmaster, row machine. We've already had our free weights here. Of course, the ab ball, which we all use. And JJ, our engineer, working on our newest piece of equipment. Not that he needs to lose weight, but you know, we all have to be able to release stress somehow. This is what we love the most, and this is what we all take advantage of to relax around here. And this is my room. This is where we sleep and relax. We've got our radio, because we always have to be in touch with security and everybody in the bureau. On my nightstand, let's see, I've got my haiku book, 3 cups of tea, that's appropriate, my poetry book, of course, and very important, meditation CDs to go to sleep. So, at the end of the day, this is where I come and relax and start thinking about the next story. Until then, I hope you enjoyed your tour of the Baghdad Bureau. Good night.
I'm Wolf Blitzer. Every weekday, I wrap up the stories rocking the political world in our new video podcast. Go to iTunes or CNNPolitics.com and be sure to subscribe to CNN equals Politics Daily.